Weiqi pieces were scattered, but the guru remained calm. "It's getting late," he said gently to the woodcutter. "Shouldn't you be heading down the mountain?" As he glanced at the sky, the woodcutter was shocked to see how much time had passed. It couldn't have been more than 2 hours, he thought in disbelief. But when the woodcutter turned around, he nearly jumped out of his skin. The hermit guru, who had been playing Weiqi and drinking wine, was now gone. In his place lay a shattered Weiqi board and a heap of decaying bones. The woodcutter was so scared that he dropped his bamboo basket and ran down the mountain without even looking back. As he reached the mountain's base, he was hit with a stark realization. The quaint village he remembered had bloomed into a bustling town, with sturdy brick houses replacing the humble thatched cottages. And he noticed a date on the calendar that he had never seen before. In shock, he grabbed a passerby and urgently asked, "Excuse me, can you tell me the current date and time?" As he heard the answer, his legs went weak. Everything had changed. Time had passed, and his loved ones were gone. No one remembered him anymore.
So the woodcutter left Mount Firmament, but how is he still alive and kicking? With 100 years worth of time inside him, shouldn't he?
Your story, it's a bit far-fetched, don't you think? I mean, if I wasn't from Hongzhen,
Well, that's the whole point. The truth is stranger than fiction, my friend. Let me share with you the other legend of Mount Firmament. For deep within its sacred peaks lies a powerful secret. The secret of immortality. We all know that Mount Firmament is the abode of the Sentinel, gathering spiritual energies from both heaven and earth for countless eons. Over time, even the mountain itself has taken on the form of our majestic sentinel. Living in the mountains for long stretches of time, surrounded by fresh air and drinking from nature's own bounty, can add years to one's lifespan. It all starts with that game of Weiqi, one that the woodcutter stumbled upon. Too bad those secrets have been long forgotten. Gather around now, people. You're in for the story of a lifetime.
I'll see you there.
What's with the ruckus? Huh? What's that in your hand? Behold Hongzhen in its entirety, next to a ring and hanging eaves. When eternal snow thaw into flowing streams, let us reconvene. Oh, I see. I've got no clue at all. I get the very last part at least. She's asking you out. Well, that's a fancy way to write stuff. And now, this next sentence. Eternal snow thaw into streams. What is that supposed to mean? Whoa, how did you manage to get all that hidden meaning? But the buildings in Hongzhen all look pretty much the same. Which one exactly was she talking about? Makes sense. Lead the way!
Bueno, pues ya estamos aquí. Vamos a comenzar con la misión complementaria de Changli. Resplandor inmortal. Pregunta sobre billar coiris a la gente de alrededor. Aquí tenemos a uno.
Huh? How did she disappear like that? Wait, are you that legendary
Sí,
rover
somos
who saved
nosotros.
Jin
Bueno,
Zhou?
soy yo.
What? Well, you've come to the right person. I'm here to compile a new travel guide for Hongzhen. Next door ring and hanging eaves. Oh, I know where that is. You'll need to stand on the tallest building in Hongzhen to see what you're looking for. It's on the northeast side of the town. Can't miss it. You'll see it once you get there. Say,
Genial.
that person earlier, that was Lady Chengli, right? I can't help but feel envious. I wish I could speak to her like you did, but she refuses to do interviews with the Pioneer Association. As Master Xuen Miao's disciple, she excels in the arts of politics and diplomacy. Her travels have taken her across the four
Interesante.
seas. And as
Muy
Secretary
interesante.
General,
Vean,
she has
si lo pasa
commanded
aquí,
respect from
lo
all
ves,
who cross her path. Yeah, and she came all the way to Jinzhou to help out Magistrate Jinshi for the sake of peace in Huanglong. She's been working tirelessly behind the scenes since then, fully dedicated to her task. How could anyone not revere such a selfless act? I could have sworn I just saw her. Where did she go?
Vale. Aquí tenemos a otro. Kyong.
What can I help you
No he
with?
podido evitarlo. Kyong.
When snow thaw into streams? You're not from around here, I bet. When we say that in Hongzhen, we mean the Shichen of Wei. Early afternoon, the war legend tells of a visitor who ventured here some centuries ago. Back then, local villagers were struggling with no firewood due to heavy snow. This visitor opened up a path with their forte and diverted a hot spring to provide warmth and aid. People say it was once a stunning sight, with mist and ice flowing westward down the streams, as if many celestial beings were returning to the sea. Well, it's what Grandpa Zoe tells everyone. I haven't seen it with my own eyes, but when it comes to stories like this one, they're usually made up. Not that I don't want to believe them, but... Oh, you were listening to one of his stories earlier too, right? What did you think? Really? So you're into stories and anecdotes too? Grandpa Zoe's great-grandfather was a descendant of the first inhabitants of Hongzhen. He grew up hearing stories about Mount Firmament. Recently, he heard Madam Magistrate had resolved the crisis. People in town are curious about the outside world and how they are perceived. Grandpa Zoe is happy to answer their questions. It's funny to hear outsiders describe my hometown, Hongzhen, as mysterious. We're just a normal place with our own quirks. Especially lately, with so many people from Jinzhou coming on some kind of expedition. They're obsessed with us, like we're some kind of ancient relics. Can you believe they actually asked if our pavo plums have magical powers? Time truly is a formidable force.
Ok. Ok, y nos queda aquí otro. Espectador sospechoso.
What do you want? I've done nothing wrong.
Huh? Oh, you're just asking for directions. Sorry, I'm not a local. Can't help you there.
Wait, you were the one talking to Lady Chang Li earlier. Or... If I were you, I'd steer clear of her. She's a deceitful woman who enjoys toying with people's hearts. Haven't you heard? She left her government job to come here, to this small town. I heard she chose to quit her job, but I bet she messed up back in the capital and got demoted here as punishment. Then I guess you've also been fooled by her looks. That woman will stop at nothing to get what she wants, while you remain oblivious to her true intentions. And by the time you catch on, you'll already be caught in her trap. Hey, wait a minute. Has she actually achieved anything substantial during her time in Jinzhou? Or did Madame Magistrate just fall for... I say you're underestimating Chang Li's trickery. I heard she tricked that VIP guest of Jinzhou into going to Mount Firma. She must have been afraid of him getting too close to Madame Magistrate and ruining her plans. I hope you don't mind my frankness. Just giving some advice, because you look pretty innocent. And, oh, shoot. I completely forgot about something I need to do.
Hey, why are the people here so divided about Chang Li? You humans make everything so complicated. Well, at least now we know what she wanted to say. Now that's much easier to understand. Why does she have to make it a whole riddle? I'm getting sleepy again.
Rover? Nice to see you again. How are you liking Hongzhen so far? The crisis at Mount Firmament has been resolved, and the waterway between Jinzhou and Hongzhen is open once again. As a result, there has been an increase in visitors from Jinzhou. With the chaos subsiding, our town and city are now reconnected, allowing residents to live and work in peace. We owe you a debt of gratitude, Rover, for your efforts in clearing the remaining effects of temporal disruptions in Mount Firmament over the past few days. We're all indebted to you, Hongzhen and its people alike. If there's anything you need, don't hesitate. I couldn't help but notice you've been asking around. Is there something you need assistance with?
Xin Yi and Cheng Li have a mutual trust as acquaintances. It should be fine to ask Xin Yi instead.
I see. That sounds like something Chang Li would do. Even though we're not that close, I know a bit about her personality. She wouldn't just hand over something that symbolizes her identity to anyone. I think it would be better for her to tell you personally. The magistrate's counselor is shrouded in mystery, and her motives are often hard to decipher. When she wants something done, it's never as straightforward as it seems, and few can grasp the true meaning behind her plans. The rumors and controversies surrounding her never cease, but she seems unfazed. However, I believe one has to get involved personally to truly understand Chang Li's intentions, regardless of public opinion. About the riddle. It seems you have... But remember, it's not just about the answer, but also what she wants you to understand. Then, if you'll excuse me, if there's anything else you need here in Hongzhen, please do not hesitate to let me know.
Ok, dirígete al edificio más alto. Junto a los anillos colgantes. Por aquí, ¿no? ¿Dónde es? ¿Aquí? Tiene pinta de ser este. Tan Chuan. ¿Ves? Es por aquí, ¿no? Aquí estamos.
A ring, she wrote. Should be this ring-shaped ancient structure, I guess.
Wow! It's really huge now that we look at it.
Next, hanging eaves. If we look from here...
It does look quiet. Should be a nice place for a meeting.
That must be the place, then. I'll get going.
Era esa casetilla de ahí arriba. Vamos para allá. Aquí es. Ah, que tengo que cambiar la hora, vale. Pues espera, entre la 1 y las 3. Entonces, ¿dónde se cambiaba la hora que no me acuerdo? ¿Dónde se cambiaba la hora que no me acuerdo? No me acuerdo. ¿En el mapa puede ser? No. Que no me acuerdo dónde se cambiaba la hora. Voy a buscarlo. Vale, L2. Es que tengo el micrófono aquí enfrente y me tapa un poco de la pantalla y no lo había visto. L2. Tenemos que ir... O sea, un día entero, casi. A esta hora.
Apologies for my delay. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Oh? And what makes you think so?
Those tokens from Jinshi. It was your idea.
So, you've guessed it. Sorry, Rover. Jinzhou faced multiple threats back then, and we had to be cautious. We did not intend to inconvenience you. I regret our lack of hospitality. Still, I owe you an apology in person. This time, I just wanted to see you. I am very grateful you decided to come. Apologies for giving you that impression, Rover. That's not how we treat our saviors. I merely have a few questions, and I was wondering if you may have the answers. Does this game of Weiqi look familiar to you, Rover? I see. There is a local tale about the secret of immortality being hidden on Mount Firmament. Have you? Yes, I have a slightly different version of this tale to share. Centuries ago, a Taoist cultivator met an enigmatic visitor on Mount Firmament. Despite their age difference, they soon became friends and often played Weiqi together. One day, a woodcutter stumbled upon them, having lost his way home. Their game mesmerized him so much that he didn't notice the red tie on his basket. Despite the interruption, the visitor remained unfazed. They offered the woodcutter some tea, then guided him down the mountain, shielding him from dangerous temporal disruptions. Many years later, the Taoist cultivator became a legendary hermit guru. Upon returning to Mount Firmament in his final years, the two resumed their unfinished game. People believe the visitor shared their secret of immortality through cleverly placed Weiqi pieces as a final parting gift. Yes and no. This game is missing the final 20 moves. It is unfinished. That was a bit different from what you heard before, I guess. The story changed over time, infused with fantasy in each retelling. But that's how old tales go, slowly losing their truth as they're passed down. Precisely. The legend may be shrouded in myth, but that game of Weiqi was real. Embedded within its records lies a cryptic message. This game record can solve the crisis of time. From what I know, only the Sentinel in its prime has the power to manipulate time through its possession of a complete temporal mandate. For us mere mortals, controlling time is indeed similar to gaining it. As the records state, it only reveals itself when Mount Firmament emerges. But how it ties to the temporal mandate remains an enigma, at least for now. Yes, we may find a way to heal them. But our chances are looking slim. That game record could just hold my teacher's memories, not any real value. So I am presenting this as merely a personal request. I am planning to go find that record. Would you please join me? Thank you for lending me a hand. I promise it will be worth your while. Splendid. Very well. Let's meet on the gallery road outside Hongzhen. I still have some preparations to do. Please, go ahead. I'll join you later.
Ok. Dirígete a la ubicación acordada. Vale. Cruzamos el puente. ¿Será por aquí? Sí. ¿No? Espera. Que me estoy despistando. Sí, es por aquí. Doy un rodejito por aquí. Hop, 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 hop.
Rover, you're here. Well, as the Wayfinder, I do know a couple shortcuts. The notes only provided a vague idea of where the game record is. I've determined the most likely location on my last visit. We'll be heading there. See if we can find anything new. After dealing with those artificers, I ruled out the other locations on my way to join you. But one can only do so much alone. This is why I need your help. How reliable. Then let's get going.
Vale.
Chun-Li? What is it?
Nothing, Rover. I just thought... the snow... You
jump.
seem curious about that ancient structure.
It looks familiar. Like the abandoned Court of Savante facility I saw, but bigger in scale.
I heard it first appeared along with our sentinel. Later, the court... Every winter, my hometown buzzed as people left their mark in the fresh snow, hoping for dreams to come true when it melted.
Did you try it too, Chun-Li?
No, I only watched from afar. We can see the whole of Hongzhen from here. I never noticed how beautiful it looked during my previous visits. It's the same place as always. I suppose it's my state of mind that has changed. I don't know. Maybe it's because your presence makes me feel...
Wait! I smell tacit discords in that cave. No, there's more. Tacit discords, humans, and smells like a whole bunch of messed up frequencies. Ugh, it's so familiar. Come on! After all we've been through, you still don't trust my sniffer? Huh. Be grateful. I'm giving you a warning.
Rover, did something happen? It's in the same direction we're going. Could it be? Signs of climbing. Someone may have been here before.
Get away from me! I can't hold up much longer. Help! Help! Thank goodness!
Please stand back. We'll take it from here.
I can fight! Let me help! Thanks for your help. I'm okay. Wait. You're that hero who fought against the Stronodian. And you also resolved the time crisis here with Mad... And Lady Chun-Li, I never thought I'd have the chance to see you in person. Without your help, I'd have been a goner for sure. I can't die here. I finally found it. After all this time.
While we've solved the crisis in Mount Firmament for the time being, public access to the mountain is still restricted. Sir, could...
I heard about... I've only been in the mountain for half a day. Everything was going smoothly before those monsters pounced on me on my way back. I must get back. Fu Ling... She's still waiting for...
It seems he is still hiding something. He needs to go back to Hongzhen for proper medical attention. Time's against us. Agreed. The appearance of tacit discords is indeed unusual. We can ask him later when... On that note, we still don't know his identity. Judging from his uniform, he might be affiliated with the Pine... Then perhaps that someone is in Hongzhen. Could be his... Good point, Rover. Let...
Isn't that Wu Li? What happened to him? Not really. He showed up in town and started asking weird questions to all...
The secret of immortality.
He really went up the mountain, didn't he? Oh my. Quick, get him to a doctor.
No.
Sir, do you know...
I'm not sure. There are lots of other people in town who are dressed just like him.
His companions? Sorry, I joined the association not long ago.
His gear, though? These are last year's designs. Perhaps you should go ask Yoning. She's been a member for quite some time.
Yoning's just up ahead. Whoa! How may I help you today, Lady Chun-Li? Oh!
We found him on Mount Firmament.
Isn't this Wu Li? What happened? He's one of the Pioneer Association's explorers, but I remember he went on sabbatical months ago. Yes, Fu Ling, his girlfriend. I think they're visiting Hongzhen together. Oh, Fu Ling asked us about his whereabouts. Speaking of, is he really okay?
No, I'm not.
Don't worry. Breathe. Take it easy.
Thank you. I'm okay now. Yes, I am.
Fu Ling!
Wu Li, you're hurt.
Great news, Fu Ling. I found a way to slow down your illness. No more pain.
You mean that legend?
Fu Ling, are you...
No, I am. I'm so glad to... Wooly! Thank you, Rover, Lady Chun-Li. You saved his life. May I please ask, what on earth happened? I've never seen Wu Li like that. So, he's
said he only spent half a day in the mountains.
Was that not the case?
No. I've been waiting for... It's not unusual for Wooly to be out of touch for a few days when he goes on long trips. This time, however, seemed longer than usual. If it weren't for you two showing up, I would have asked the Midnight Rangers to help me Wooly, he did it for me. I used to work as a landscape painter. Wooly and I met through work, and we traveled to many places together. A few months ago, I got really sick. It affected my ability to walk, which got worse over time. We couldn't go on our adventures like we used to. Despite his efforts, we couldn't find any cures. Until 2 weeks ago, I thought it was just going to be a relaxing trip, but he disappeared for 7 days. And now he's back, rambling about having found a way to stop my condition from progressing.
Mount Firmament's secret of immortality.
Yes. Wooly told me that he's researched and found an untouched paradise on Mount Firmament. A place where time stands. It cannot fully cure me, but at least we can spend it. At first I thought it was just a myth. But then you brought up how he only spent half a day in the mountains. Those were my thoughts as well.
Mount Firmament used to have temporal disruptions caused by its tumultuous history. However, thanks to Magistrate Jinshi and Rover, these disruptions have been dealt with. So there are still unaddressed temporal disruptions in the mountains. And unfortunately, Wu Li has stumbled upon one. Little did he know it would only put him in more...
I see. So that's why there were rumors of rangers being here to take care of the leftover tacit discords. Then, if this temporal disruption you speak, Rover, Lady Chun-Li, please help us get rid of it.
He truly thinks it's the only way to save you. He's willing...
Freezing my own time. I don't think I should do that. Dreams always come to an end. Eventually, we have to wake up and keep moving forward. I'm okay. I haven't talked this much in a long time. I'm just a little tired. I'll be fine after once Wooly wakes up.
If you have any other ideas, just tell. But if you keep it all to yourself, no one, even those closest to you, will...
Yes, I understand.
Rover, things are taking a turn. We should probably tell Lady Xingyi first.
Ok. Vamos a ver si informamos a la señora Jinshi. Está allá arriba. ¿Por dónde subo? ¿Por aquí? Chun, 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 chun. Chun, 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 chun. Ahí está. ¿Dónde está? La acabo de ver. Ah, está ahí abajo. Vale. Ahora iremos a por ella. A ver qué nos cuenta.
What brings you here at this time of the day? I see. Strange appearances of tacit discords in the mountains. There are several questionable details according to Rover's
What do you make of Fu Ling's words from earlier, Rover? He claimed to have spent only half a day in the mountains, but it's been 7 days since he returned to Hongzhen. That does sound like some kind of temporal disruption. After Jinshi's battle with the Sentinel, she ordered Midnight Rangers to patrol Hongzhen and inspect Mount Firmament for any lingering temporal disruptions. Rover, you've been exploring the mountains lately, so I'm sure you have a good grasp on Mount Firmament. But if there are any hidden disruptions we missed... Precisely. Yet, why did it reappear at this point? Fuling's legend differs from the situation at Mount Firmament we're familiar with. In that tale, mortals were spared the cost of losing years from their lives. He was utterly convinced of his discovery, and he somehow managed to run into temporal disruptions in half a day's time. Also, when I questioned him, lies that are most challenging to detect aren't usually outright falsehoods. The explorer wanted to save his friend, indeed, but I've become rather curious about the truth behind this temporal disruption. Did you notice something, Rover? For someone with a terminal illness, they should hold on to any chance of survival, no matter how slim. Maybe she's come to terms with her destiny. Or maybe she never planned.
Changli?
Well, please pardon, I knew you'd notice too. The frequency disturbance here is weak. It's similar to past temporal disruptions at Mount Firmament. Master Xuanmiao's records show that this is where the game record last appeared. This is also where we found that explorer.
As Changli mentioned, this anomaly may indeed have something to do with that legendary game record.
Exactly. If this were to be the case, then we are not the only ones searching for its where. The explorer did not tell us about his source of information, but his knowledge of Mount Firmament far exceeds that of a first-time visitor.
You mean... Got it. The Midnight Rangers will block all entrances to the mountain for now. And Changli, you still have the power to send...
We left Mount Firmament in a hurry. I need to go back up the mountain and investigate further. I have some theories that could use confirmation. We're still unsure about the exact location and range of the temporal disruption. Regardless, its reappearance is a pressing issue that needs our attention. It may get dangerous. Well then.
Thank you again for your help. You were supposed to be here for a relaxing time. Do take extra caution.
An unexpected discovery.
Ok, vamos por aquí. ¿Qué hay ahí? He visto algo aquí. Ah, una campana de este. Vale, estas campanas, si reúno todas las que hay, supongo que las podré intercambiar por cosas. Mira, ahí hay otro.
Leave it to me.
Estoy bastante flojo de nivel.
Shape the shapeless. Don't worry.
Y me va a costar sacar esto, ¿eh? Me va a costar sacar
Swift
esto.
and resolute. One with the sounds. Strike through the shadows. Moment of resonance.
Me va a costar, ¿eh?
One with the sounds.
Leave it to me. Life is in everything. Imitate.
I can use some fertilizer. Synchronization.
One with the sounds. I sense your weakness. One with the sounds.
Let the winds roar. Synchronize, don't worry.
Swift and resolute. The end has come.
Ha costado. Perfecto. No hay por aquí. Por aquí hay una campana. Me marco una campana por aquí. Ahí está. Mira, la había visto antes. Vale, ya tenemos una campana. Y allí hay otra, mira. Espera. Perfecto. Pero estoy muy flojo de vida, ¿eh? ¿Por qué no hay un resonador, o sea, una baliza por aquí? ¿Dónde está la campana? Ahí. Vale, ahí hay un campamento. Investigar notas. Vale, es como una especie de diario del aventurero, sí. Hmm. Vale. A ver, ¿qué sacamos en claro de todo esto?
Now it has become quite clear what the two were thinking. I had my speculation. Fu Ling has come to terms with her impending death. She doesn't buy into the legends of immortality. Instead, she simply wants to make the most of the time. If Wu Li wants to reach that so-called paradise, he'll be trapped inside forever. It also means he'll have to give up his entire future as an explorer. That is not what she wants for him. Her ultimate desire is for her lover to embrace her inevitable passing and to realize the joint aspirations they hold in her place. She hasn't given up, but rather clings to hope for their future. Why the sudden question? Is that how you see me? Perhaps, for some, let's stay focused on the issue. While the diary is cryptic, it still exposes the true intentions of whoever misled. It's no coincidence. All the clues point to a correlation between the temporal disruption and the legends of the Weiqi game. Yes, information on the actual powers of Jue. I guess our old friends have still not given up. They went to great lengths just to lead us here. It would be, according to the information in my master's notes and Wu Li's map, the place we're looking for should be just ahead. Is that?
The chaotic temporal disruptions are even clearer to see.
Vale, hay cositas por aquí que podemos desbloquear, pero bueno, ya volveré. Voy a ver si completo la misión de... esta misión y para adelante, a ver ¿qué encontramos aquí? A ver.
Traces of excavation on the ground. Looks like someone was trying to dig a hole with their bare hands.
This is a Weiqi board. The abnormal time flow here is most likely caused by the chronosorters.
Marvelous play, truly remarkable. Occupying both solid territory and influence, an extraordinary move. Never had I imagined I'd experience such a great game of Weiqi on Mount Firmament. You may look young, my friend, but there's so much more to you than meets the eye. Please, no need to be so modest. I can tell the difference between our skill levels.
This is my master's voice. The voice of the other person seems deliberate. Who do you think the other person looks like?
It has been decades since last we met, but you, my friend, still look the same. Well, turns out I had already met you all those years ago, my lifesaver. So you remember our promise. I am overjoyed. A new city is about to be established. Having accomplished so much, why do you choose to retire now? I may have spoken out of turn. If you're not in a rush to depart Jinzhou. Well played. Even after 20 years, I still have no chance of winning against you. I barely noticed how so much time has passed. Every move in Wei Qi is fluid and unpredictable. Even if we start with the same opening, or the outcome can never be predetermined. My clan are a group of hermits. We view the world as a game of strategy. Oh, but you, my friend, chose to enter the game yourself. It's a dangerous path with no end in sight. Oh, please don't feel sad for me. If I die, it would be an honor to rest at the Sentinel's feet. When the time comes, the one who shall finish this game of Wei Qi with you will not be me, but rather my apprentice. Do my plans seem too risky to you? There's no need for concern. With her intelligence and quick thinking, she'll surely be able to solve this puzzle. The results of this game will decide the fate of Jinzhou. The road ahead is long and treacherous.
You've come this far and followed us here, yet you hesitate to reveal yourselves. Guess I'll have to take the lead. And
don't assume you'll always be in control, Changli.
Our friendly chat is over. It's time to say goodbye.
Saves me the
Take form.
Still not giving up yet, Changli. We know more than that unfinished game. We are well aware of the price you have paid. You're dangling at the end of your rope. Your unwitting trail has led us straight to our heart.
Oh, is that so?
Mind's eye.
Perish in flesh.
The Sonorosphere is open! Go! Sorry, but Jue's formidable time-bending abilities at their peak. All trapped within this Sonorosphere.
Do you really want to chase after this legend when you...
So what? Wouldn't it be a sight to behold as this Sonorosphere consumes... Anyway, Rover, you are indeed very special. As the...
Vale.
An unfamiliar space. No sign of the Fraxidus. Chun-Li's nowhere to be seen.
No! Don't come any closer! I'm fine. It's my forte. I'm used to it. You... stay away from me, or you'll get burned. This village was attacked by tacit discords. Why did you come here? No one but the exiles are willing to stay here now. Are you a bad person? That's what all bad people say. Whatever you're looking for, there's nobody here. When I'm here, no one's afraid of me, and I won't. Anyway, you should hurry up and leave. It's not safe for you to be here.
Mirages in a Sonorosphere shouldn't be able to hold a conversation like this. Is she a younger version of Chun-Li?
Huh? Why did you stop talking? Are you lost? I can take you somewhere safe. I know a shortcut that leads to a safer village. Oh. Thank you. Was there something like this here before?
These mechanisms, they need to be unlocked from both sides at once.
Okay, let's each handle one side. I'll go over there. It's open! We'll be safe once we get out of here. This place seems a bit different from what I remember.
One with the sounds.
Synchronization.
Listen up. Imitate me.
One with the sounds.
These are... the villagers. Why... there were... Don't worry. My forte is strong. Tacit discords! Watch out!
One with the sounds. No hesitation.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization.
Imitation.
One with the sounds. One with the sounds. Moment of resonance.
Blue. Photosynth. Imitation.
Hi, Storm! Hear my command!
Bad timing. One with the sounds.
Going against wind.
Swift and resolute. I sense your weakness. One with the sounds. Strike from the shadows.
Leave it to me. Roll from imitation. Luminous energy.
One with the sounds. The hour is upon us. Swift and resolute.
Wait, don't worry.
One with the sounds.
Let me be your blade. Shape the shapeless! Ha! Synchronization. Hey!
Imitation.
You... Why did you... Okay, don't worry. I won't help. The village I lived in got destroyed by those scary monsters. They hid me in a safe basement, while everyone else died or ran away. When I came out, now, I must get to somewhere safe. Okay.
An unexpected discovery.
There's a piece of paper. Oh, if I had arrived sooner. dry rations. They look well kept. Oh, it's a bit frozen. Are you hungry? You can have these. If you don't eat anything for too long.
Remnants of the past. More tacit discords. I'll handle them.
Okay.
One with the sounds.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization. I can't take it.
Imitate growing against wind.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds. Moment of resonance.
Leave it to me. Listen up, imitate. I'm just low on fluids. I'm just... Life is in everything. Huh? Imitate.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds.
Hi, Storm! Hear my command!
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us. Is this the key?
Yes. And those tacit discords just...
An unexpected discovery.
It might look kind of scary, but actually, of course. I'm a resonator too, you know. My forte, nothing's brighter and warmer than fire. It can burn away the cold and drive... That's because I don't... The resonator who taught me about my forte said if I don't use it properly... They also said a lot of things I couldn't understand. Told me I shouldn't use it too often. But if I don't use my forte, I'd get eaten by the tacit discords, or... What's the point of living a longer life if I can't even survive? I want to live. I want to become a strong grown-up. I want to have good control of my power and protect the people who protected me in the past. And then... I'll make a peaceful... Yes. According to the village teacher, that means children will no longer be in danger. But I've still got lots to learn. So, I'll need to find... Thank you. I want to become as strong as you are. What a strange place. It's supposed to look familiar, but there are so many things I've never seen before. This door... I don't know why, but I keep getting the feeling that I've been here before. It's so weird. Let's look around. Maybe we'll find something. This is...
A mirage of the past. This place. It looks familiar too. These are my memories, recreated inside this sonorosphere. As I stepped inside, both Rover and the Fraxidus vanished into thin air. The frequencies are constantly changing. A sonorosphere affected by temporal disruption. Once someone enters, there's a risk of being stuck inside forever. Did he do this to mislead? I should be careful. Whatever the case, I must find Rover first.
I'm starving. Oh, this thing. Oh. If I burn it a bit with my fire, I can eat it, I guess? I didn't...
Don't try to play me.
I found these all by myself!
Ha! You think I'm buying this story? How the hell does a little homeless brat like... This is our turf. Better scurry off if you...
Why don't we let her stay?
We've got plenty of mouths to feed already.
I can do it.
Yes. Back then, I didn't know how to control my flames. I could only brute force my way out of it. My body was always covered in burns.
My blade yearns.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds.
Blow! Mommy!
Take 4.
Qué bestialidad es este personaje, tío. Qué bestialidad.
Glad you found them useful.
Ma'am, are you okay? Oh, there's been a lot more.
I'm fine. Thank you for driving those monsters away. But, honey, these cuts and bruises all over you.
I'm a resonator.
Oh, honey. You shouldn't be trapped in this place like we are for the... You should go to the city. With a powerful forte like yours.
But, ma'am, what about you and the other?
You go out there and make something of yourself. Make us proud. And these. Take these with you on your way there.
This place. The spaces are a jumbled mess inside this sonarosphere.
Please, wait!
My dear, you've come all this way.
I am... You gave...
You misunderstood my intentions. When I sought shelter in your hideout during the rain, I gave...
But you told me... The path to safety lies in embracing fortuitous moments.
Well now, I only said those words on a...
I've heard Master Xuanmiao is a wise hermit guru who helps people. Can you maybe take me as your apprentice? I've been searching for you for so long. Please, will you consider it? I want to live. Learn to control my power and become stronger.
Do you know what defines...
I think it means... I'm a resonator too.
Is this flame manipulation? Such a fearful power. If not used wisely, it may engulf you in return. Without proper guidance, you will eventually be reduced to ashes. Alas, perhaps this is fate.
Estamos conociendo un poquito del pasado de este personaje. Mola, está bien.
I can teach you how to control your power, but in this world of ups and downs, relying solely on brute force will not get you far. If you long for a peaceful and prosperous world, you must utilize your own intellect to choose, strategize, and shape the future you desire. Come over, child. You bear the powers of flame manipulation. A phoenix born from fire. One that shall bring peace to this world. From this day on, your name will be Chang-Li.
Do you have to go, Master?
My time in this world is up, my child. I have my own destination to head to.
Are you going to a dangerous place alone?
Oh, it's not your turn to go there yet, Chang-Li. You are a very gifted child. But the price you pay for forcefully employing your forte can never be erased.
Yes, I understand.
Remember what I have taught you. Ponder carefully, plan meticulously, and shield yourself wisely.
Chang-Li will remember your teachings by heart, Master. But Master, this person you want me to find...
When the time comes, you will know, and you will have my aid. You need only use your wisdom to offer that person some necessary guidance. He is the only one who can truly change this world. This way, the world of prosperity you seek will soon be.
I believe I've found that person, Master. This Ouija board and the Sonorosphere. They are both a puzzle and an answer. The end of this Sonorosphere. Turns out it's exactly where he is. I guess this is another riddle from my master.
I'm fine. I think I'm remembering something. But it's all just a blur. I've been looking for something for a long... I don't know. I just remember that it's very, very important. But I'm starting to wonder why I'm even here. Everything... and... why do you look so familiar? We've never met before. Hmm?
We might be able to open that door with it. What will we find behind that door?
Yeah. I hope so.
Cherish every gain.
A scheme will be grander than naught. Vanquish malevolence in its nascent guise.
Master?
Chang-Li, you have done well. Now that you have found the answers you seek, it is time to begin your journey. From this moment on, the choices you make and the plans you lay out, they will all lead to that future.
Chun-Li.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
This place! Run! It's a trap! They played us!
Guests of the unkind. Think fast. Perish in flames. Take full. Triumph through sacrifice. My blade yearns.
Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance. One with the sounds.
Shape the shapeless. Imitation. I can use them for fast in the sunlight. Together we vanish. Take form. Who's the caged bird now? Sever!
Swift and resolute.
Don't worry.
Strike through the shadows.
Take form. Triumph through synchronization. Difference! I can't take it. No need to dwell on it. Cross. Sever! Take form.
Don't worry. This game is almost over. Can you feel it? It's warm. Doesn't hurt at all. See?
It's so beautiful. Wooly, this is the miracle we've been waiting to see. It's hope, reborn after destruction.
Fooling.
It's over.
Did you find what you were looking for? Thank you for your help. The Midnight Rangers have successfully apprehended all remaining Fraxidus members in the mountains, and the effects of the temporal disruption have now vanished. I lost all contact with you during this whole time. Did you run into any trouble? Temporal disruption hidden inside a sonorosphere. It makes sense now why it stayed hidden for so long. I never thought the solution would be to burn down the entire sonorosphere from the... You went too far back there, Changli.
I know my limits.
Rover. Lady Changli.
Wooly is fine now, thanks to his doctor's help. As for me, well, after all, it's been almost 5 days.
I never properly thanked you for bringing me back to Hongzhen. I heard about the attack by the Fraxidus in the mountains.
No need for that. The Fraxidus had their eyes on the same thing we did. They've been planning an ambush on us for a long time.
We will never forget how you saved us. You gave us the opportunity to witness such a breathtaking sight.
As for the truth behind the so-called secret of immortality, I had a gut feeling it would turn out to be a disappointment, but I couldn't give up. But this isn't the first time this has happened. Let's just call it another adventure coming to an... I've talked about it with Fooling. From now on, I'll take her on more trips to see more new...
Until the day when I can no longer hold a pen. I've already talked to the folks at the publishing house. My eventual departure may be unavoidable, but I want to be...
I know you've already looked past death. But remember, there are people who care about you.
Yes, I understand. Sometime we could stay together a little longer.
Of course, Fu...
It's not time to be sad. I've compiled a list of renowned doctors in Huanglong. They're highly skilled and may offer assistance for your medical condition.
Lady Changli, I truly can't...
No need for thanks. If you're feeling generous and want to repay me, everyone's been missing seeing their favorite landscape artist's work lately. Are you surprised? Well, now I'm curious. What? Now that the situation has been resolved, you should return to Hongzhen. After going through so much, you must be exhausted, Rover. Me? Well, I think Lady Xing-Yi could use the extra help in dealing with the aftermath. Well, It wouldn't hurt to have a little more faith in me.
It's getting late. Maybe we should wait until we get back to discuss anything else.
Resplandor inmortal. Descansa un rato, 2 días. Descansa un rato, 2 días. ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde descanso? ¿Dónde descanso un rato? ¿Cómo que descansa un rato, 2 días? ¿Tengo que descansar 2 días? ¿En serio? No puedo adelantar el tiempo. A ver. Ah, que descanso un rato 2 días, pero no quiero descansar 2 días de verdad, o sea, 2 días reales. ¿En serio? 2 días reales. Tengo que esperar 2 días reales para completar esta misión, esta escena o lo que sea. Resplandor inmortal, descansa un rato. 2 días, o sea, 2 días reales. ¿No? O 2 días del juego. A ver, 2 días después, a ver. A ver.
2 days have passed since Cheng-Li told me that she and Xing-Yi would handle the aftermath. I wonder how she's doing.
Are you worried? Let's just go ask her then.
Might as well.
Vale.
Cheng-Li can be difficult to find. Let's go ask Xing-Yi first.
Por ahí hay una campana. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde está la campana? Tiene que estar aquí. ¿Dónde está la campana? Me marca la campana por aquí, pero no la veo. No, no la veo. ¿Dónde está la campana? ¿Esto qué? No hacía falta que te levantaras, hombre. Vale, pues nada, vamos allá arriba, ¿no? No sé dónde está la campana. Me la marca por ahí, pero no la veo. Arriba, 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 arriba. Arriba, 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 arriba. Aquí está. Hablemos con la paisana. Sí.
Greetings. We're almost done dealing with the aftermath of the previous incident. We're currently questioning the remaining Fraxidus members we caught at Mount Firmament. They wanted to get their hands on the temporal program from the Legend of the Wei Qi game, with the intention of unleashing chaos in Mount Firmament once again. But thanks to you and Cheng-Li, their plans were foiled. Cheng-Li recounted to us that a Fraxidus overseer had entered the Sonorosphere and was injured by her fire. They were lucky to escape, but have not been seen since. I've put together a thorough report for City Hall. We will strengthen our defenses to make sure this doesn't happen again. We parted 2 days ago on the coast, and then she returned to Jinzhou. Perhaps she's just taking some time to rest and recover. It must have taken a lot of... Cheng-Li knew you'd be worried, and she wanted me to relay this message to you. Meet her at the pavilion on Mount Firmament. She'll be waiting for you there. She also said, no more...
O sea que tenemos que ir al pabellón aquel de allá arriba. Vale. Espero que no haya disonancias por el camino, porque ahora mismo no me apetece combatir. Quiero terminar ya esta misión. Las campanas de esta zona creo que ya las pillé. Hay que echar un vistazo de vez en cuando al minimapa. Vale, ya no están las mismas que estaban aquí antes, así que nada. Vale, ya podemos. Yo creo que ya terminamos esta misión, ¿verdad? Sí. Vale, ahí está.
How are you feeling, Rover? Well rested, I hope. Aw, can't you see I'm perfectly fine, sitting right in front of you? Don't worry, Rover. We're only having a casual conversation today. Besides, you only agreed to join me here for more questions, right? Oh, is that so? Sure, ask away. I'm happy. It all started a century ago, when my mentor, Master Xuanmiao, had a brief encounter with a certain peculiar during a TD outbreak. My master was rescued by that individual. He exuded a unique energy and was always elusive. After searching for several years, he finally met that person on Mount Firmament again. They played a game of Weiqi together. At first, I thought my master meant the game record held actual information about the time crisis. But that was just a clue. And lastly, the secret of immortality. It's most likely just the woodcutter's own. Sure, ask away. My master and the mysterious visitor had set a trap with the Sonarosphere, using the Weiqi game as a guise. They hid it with the Court of Cervantes' chronosorters, and it would only activate once the time flow. Despite the Sentinel and Mount Firmament being saved, the Fraxidus would not go down without a fight. They were convinced that the temporal mandate was hidden within the game of Weiqi. Pure coincidence or the calculated workings of the Fraxidus, the explorers stumbled upon the Weiqi board, setting off its defense mechanism. The Sentinel was already damaged when it arrived here. My master had foreseen the disasters that would befall Mount Firmament, so he created this mechanism as a precautionary measure. The Sonarosphere would devour all who attempted to enter, unless they knew the solution to that puzzle. Precisely. The only way to escape was by burning the Sonarosphere without hurting anyone inside. It required masterful control of Forte. Thinking back, it was probably his ultimate. That was his first goal with this Sonarosphere. Before leaving, Master entrusted me with a mission to find that individual, the one who played Weiqi with him. After my master's passing, he would be the only one who could control the Sonarosphere. By now. Yes. My master often mentioned you. And from the moment you arrived in Jinzhou, I had my suspicions about your true identity. And finally, the Weiqi board in that Sonarosphere. Sure, ask away. I'm happy to. Indeed, those memories, they were all real. Yes, that's all in the past. just a little homeless girl with no name. I never thought we could make new memories in the Sonorosphere, where only the past repeats itself. A moment of companionship and protection meant everything to me. I can sense your unspoken question. Did I sacrifice my life when I burned down the Sonorosphere? What I told you there was true, but I've grown and gained control over my powers. Using my forte now won't harm me in any way. Also, if you really are the legendary person who changed the course of history, then you are perhaps the closest to immortality. We mortals come and go. Our lives are full of meetings and goodbyes. Our time on this earth is fleeting compared to yours, so don't let it bother you. I see. Perhaps this is why it's so hard to leave this beautiful world behind. Then, would you be willing to finish that game of Weichi with me instead? The young orphan girl carried on. Everywhere she looked, tragedies rampant. As lament engulfed the globe, a world torn by monsters, filled with homeless souls. With her own blood as fire, she drove away the cold. And her master said, "In this tumultuous world, lives are fragile as mayflies." She couldn't exhaust herself to save those before her. But she must endure to ignite a brighter tomorrow. She wielded her wits to evade harm, treading on knives with care. Alone, yet maturing through stumbles. Later on, she became someone else's teacher. She taught the future leader this: to guide conscience and secure prosperity for the people, to continue lost teachings of past sages and establish peace for all. I will be the torchbearer, for one person can't rid the world of chaos alone. One day, a future of prosperity and lasting peace will arrive.
Pues hemos terminado esta pedazo de historia. Qué guapa, Mario, qué guapa la historia. Me ha encantado. Y nada, gente. Nos quedan muchas cositas por hacer. Muchas cositas por hacer. Bien, y nos vamos a lo que son las historias complementarias. Pues de aquí aún me quedan 3 por hacer, ¿vale? Seguro que luego irán apareciendo más a medida que avancemos en la historia principal, pero lo iremos viendo sobre la marcha. Nos queda la historia complementada de Encore, la de Yiyan y la de Ceci. Y misiones de tutorial que también tendría que hacerlas. Las principales, por supuesto. Las de exploración. Bueno, no son demasiadas, pero llevan su tiempo, ¿eh? Que esta misión complementaria me ha llevado casi 2 horitas, ¿eh? Y eso que estoy a un nivel, pues bastante flojillo, ¿eh? Y aunque tengo la posibilidad de reducir el nivel de los enemigos, pues como que no, ¿sabes? Prefiero los retos. ¿Por qué me marca aquí y ahora no me la...? Bueno, es igual. Que no sé por qué me... Ahora, ya desapareció. Vale, y si venimos a inventario... Vale. Y nada. Creo que hemos terminado ya. Por hoy. Vale, nos sube de nivel. Tenemos un logro, un par de logros, sí. No sé cuánto tengo acumulado. Vale, pues. Estoy explorando demasiado poco, me parece a mí. De viaje llevo un 39%. De batallas un 15% y de voces un 27%. Vale. Aquí en invocar, ¿qué tenemos? A ver, porque tenemos aquí eventos. Tenemos a Rocia, Jinxi, tragicomedia, esto que son, pues son armas y cosas de estas, por lo que veo. Lin Yang, Shenjin Kore, Lin Yang. Vale. Ok. Pues nada, solo me queda seguir mejorando, contactando. A ver, ¿qué es esto? Shinji. Necesito que me ayudes. Vale, hablemoslo en persona. Te he enviado las coordenadas a tu terminal. Te estaré esperando allí. Vale, esta es una misión secundaria. Vale. Se ha desbloqueado una misión secundaria nueva. Perfecto. Vamos a verla. Son estas. Aquí está. Leyendas detrás de la montaña. Vale. Esta es la que se ha desbloqueado ahora. 2 eventos misteriosos ocurrieron en Villa Arcoiris. Shinji presume que hay motivos ocultos detrás de ellos. Vale. Por la duración de estas misiones deberían de dar más recompensas, ¿no? Porque, bueno, dan 2000 puntos de unión, 100 de estos, material de experiencia y esas cositas. Pero bueno, voy a seguir acumulando cositas porque, claro, aquí el tema está en ascender. Vale. Tengo que llegar a la fase de ascensión, a la próxima ascensión en la 5ª fase del Sol 3. Que obviamente se desbloquea en el nivel 40 y creo que estoy en el 30 y algo. Estamos en el 32, aún me falta. O sea, tengo que ponerme a hacer misiones secundarias y cositas, porque si no... Aunque solo realmente me interesa la historia principal, es que también estas misiones están guapas, ¿eh? Están muy guapas estas misiones. Sobre todo las de personaje. O sea, las aventuras complementarias del personaje están guapísimas. Y bueno, esto, las misiones de exploración y demás, esto seguramente que lo haré fuera de cámara. Y las secundarias seguramente que también, aunque tienen algunas secundarias que he hecho, están bastante guapas. Están bastante guapas. ¿Cuántas tengo desbloqueadas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o 10. Tengo aquí para hacer 10 misiones. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 y bueno, estas son varias. 23. Es principal, ¿vale? Pero bueno. Pues nada, vamos a dejar el capítulo de hoy por aquí. Yo ya me pondré con esto cuando se pueda. ¿Qué es esto? Reclamar todo. Sí, sí. Ok. Pues nada, gente. Dejad un buen like y favorito si os ha gustado. Dislike si no. Compartid, suscribiros. Y nos vemos en próximos capítulos. Hasta pronto. Chao.